Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is some kind of review. I don't know which one. Y'all can see the title of what it is, okay? But first things first, like if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Sing to yourself. Okay. Do not forget that you can also like this video because it helps YouTube share it. So hit the like button, okay? You can share the video on your social media and also comment in the comment section below, okay? You can follow me on IG and on Twitter, okay? At J_Lees_Corner. If it's not on the screen somewhere, it is in the description box below. Just hit the description box and get all the information you want. Okay. So next on the foolishness train, we have Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, so we see that Trick has showed up to the Bahamas. Like, hey, let's do this thing or whatever. Okay, so of course he said he was real pissed off. And was not going to come to the Bahamas, but he sat and thought about it or whatever. And him and Trina was raised together. He knew her mom, and I feel like I had to be there to support her because she needed me, is what Trick says. So he showed up and showed out. Okay, he's sitting around, they being friendly. We see Trina's little sister Lauren is also there. Okay, a whole little family. Okay, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. You know what I'm saying? They bring up how it's a bittersweet moment because again, they're there to celebrate the birthday of her mom, who just passed away. And Bobby talking to Lauren like, oh, you feel like you was crying. Were you crying? She's like, well, yeah. Like, oh, it's okay. You can cry. And Trina brings up, I cry all the time. It's okay. Look, when your parent passed away, you do a lot of crying. Okay, you're gonna cry for a long time for no reason, for every reason, because the wind blow, because the wind starts blowing. It's an entirely emotional, draining, heartbreaking time in life. Okay, so I'm pretty sure whenever the cameras ain't rolling, she crying. Okay, because it's a lot. So, but they gonna make the best of their vacation together, and that was cute to see them all together, whatever. And now they all happy Trick is there because what? Now Trick can cook. I'm like, okay. Now we see back in Miami, Sukiana and Chameleon meeting up, and Suki wants to have an event for, like a black girls event, to kind of celebrate and congregate. I know it's not a word, with fellow African American women. She says, I want to have an event to raise awareness about dark skinned women being passed over for light skinned women. And I'm looking like, no tea, no shade. And Suki is a pretty shade of chocolate. She's the color of a Kit Kat, of a Snickers. Okay, beautiful brown girl. But I'm like, Suki do realize to a dark skinned girl, she damn near light skinned. But I get what she mean. But I hope she just says it the right way, because sometimes Sukiana, I don't know, but she brings up too how she wants to show people destiny, not Sukiana. She wants it to be a thing where she's not being her character of herself, and she wants to show unity, to love on each other, to embrace one another, whatever. And let's get this communication and congregating together. And Camille like, oh, okay, it's cute. I think it's a great idea. I just want it to be executed correctly. Okay, we then see Amara at home in her bonnet talking to her mom. Okay, I still miss MJ. I still love MJ. Just because we broke up does not mean I do not want to be with him. Okay, I love him, but I do think I have to think in with a girl. They back together now, so who cares? Her mom like, look, I think you made the right decision. I feel like you need to work with yourself, whatever, and you need to get you someone who you can rely on, who will support you, but also you can rely on them. You couldn't rely on MJ's ass, okay? But whatever. And then she's like, well, okay, mom, I just don't know because I made the decision so quick, blah, blah. The same thing she's been saying since she broke up with him, okay? She then brings up how she feel like Prima Donna may have been trying to be messy when she had, her meet up at the little lunch or whatever, and then she had the girl pop up, and here go Annie, who happens to be MJ's ex. And I don't think it was for the right reasons or whatever. And I'm just, girl, anybody who brings an ex around without telling you is on some messy bullshit. Now, Prima Donna was on Instagram saying, or was it Twitter? Girl, one of the two. And she was saying how allegedly Amara knew Annie was coming to film, and we're not gonna say that she knew who Annie was, because it's one thing to say, well, she knew Annie was coming, but maybe she not know that Annie was the girlfriend. But nope, she then said that Amara was aware that Annie was the ex-girlfriend of MJ from about 5-10 years ago, and she did it for a storyline. But I'm like, okay, but whatever. Anyway, she said she going to Suki event to take her mind everything else. I need some water. Hood Brat goes to the studio and she she goes to the studio to talk to Briscoe. I think I'm loving hip hop Atlanta. I kept asking, was BK's name Briscoe? I was confusing Briscoe and BK for no apparent reason. But I digress. I'm pretty sure people in the comment section, you mixing the people up. Okay, so what? Anyway, so she go in there, Briscoe in the studio, whatever, laying down a song or whatever, and they get a chit chat. And she brings up how we had this horrible spot date. It was in the Alvin set up, whatever. It was really, really, really bad. So now I'm trying to re-up and, move on or whatever and see what's next. Push the door open, kick the door open or whatever. But I'm trying to get to the next bag, okay? Also, I've been going through things in life. I found out my boyfriend got a wife, and I'm pissed, okay? I'm pissed off at him. He gets on my motherfucking nerves or whatever. Now, Briscoe, being a simple man, was he really married? Yes! He's really married. Okay. Well, maybe you should say he should get you a Louis bag. I don't want no gifts, bruh. Well, I messed up and I got my girl a car. Well, you know what? Give me a car. I'm going to run you over is what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, but the car, you know what I'm saying, got me a couple extra years, you know what I'm saying, to sweep up under the rug what I did. Well, your girl dumb. Okay. Anyway, so, he brings up, look, I get you, man, whatever. But maybe y'all can work things out or whatever. Y'all will be okay. Because she talking and talking and talking. He like, you know what? You not even really pissed. You hurt because you love him. And she was like, what? And it's true. But, pissed offity and hatred and hurtness is all emotion. So my thing is she's just emotional. I'm a glass case of emotion is what she is, but she do love him and she is hurt. And his thing was, you kind of not owning that. You trying to act like you just mad and done, but you not. You just pissed off and hurt. And you know what I'm saying, maybe if you can try to think about working it out or whatever, see how it is, because maybe he felt like if he told you, you would leave him. My thing is, anybody else's husband who's scared to tell me their girlfriend about their wife, we don't need to be together. You wanna know why? Because you have a wife. Period. Okay? But, she say, well, my mind is telling me to walk away, but my heart is saying stay and work it out. Well, follow your heart. We sometimes can't go to men to get advice when they tell us to make it work with the man who ain't tell us they was married. I'm looking like, I don't play with me. I don't play when it comes to marriage, okay? And then we see the memorial service for Trina's mom. It was cute. It was short. It was to the point. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't want to start crying. We see, it's a beautiful little, just a little. We all get together on the beach with her urn and the picture of her and say some nice kind words about her in remembrance because it's her birthday, and that's what they did. Joy spoke, Trick spoke a little bit. The one cousin spoke. Man, we seen Bobby spoke and everything. Okay, we see Trina, her sister Lauren. Okay, who do they look alike? We see Bobby. Bobby's face sometimes look good, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like it be a toss up situation. It be heads or tails with that damn face. And then, okay, again, Lauren and Trina, the sisters, okay, who lost their mom. It was beautiful. It was short. It was sweet. It wasn't too much to be all emotional, but still made a bitch cry. So we're gonna move on from that. Okay, we wish them well. A whole lot of foolishness just ensued. Okay. At Sukiana's event, is a lot of random people there and then some random cast members, okay? Suki, Chameleon, Hood, Brat, Tip, Amara, Prima Donna, and them, okay? And them. We see who? Amara, Suki, Hood Brat, who I believe they all look amazing, okay? All look amazing. And they wigs and makeup and lashes and stuff, okay? Some lips are plump by nature, some is plump by enhancement, okay? We also see the other side of the table, which has Tip, Chameleon, and Prima Donna, okay? That is the gist of the people who was there who we knew. Look, they were sitting around chit chatting. Things was off to a pretty positive start or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even though Amara and Prima Donna looking at each other like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. Like, you can see it, okay? But you can see it from both people, not just one or the other. From them both, okay? Bam. So we see Suki brings up how I just want black women to support black women. I just want us to make it and everything, okay? We see Prima. I feel like, sometimes black women don't support black women. They be hating this and they be hating that and blah, blah. We need to support, blah, blah. Hood Brat brings up how she used to not even want to have children with a dark-skinned man because she was a dark-skinned girl and she just had trouble with wanting dark-skinned children. She said she since has changed her mind or whatever, but she felt that way inside based on just not feeling the best about being dark-skinned. Tip brings up, I used to want to be darker. Girl, no, you didn't. And she's like, no, I did, because again, I'm always having to prove that I'm black enough and everything. Now, Mara brings up how for her, because they're each bringing up the reasons of why they felt, weird as, a black woman in America. Okay, and Amara brings up how she grew up in whatever projects of Miami, and how when she was younger, because she was a dark skinned girl who spoke Spanish, she didn't fit in with either group. She didn't fit in with the black people because she spoke Spanish. Okay, and then with her Dominican people, she didn't fit in because she was so dark skinned. So she's like, I just was out of place in both places or whatever, and she just been saying how that was difficult for her growing up. Prima Donna didn't say, well, what do you identify as? I'm like, why? Why does that matter? To me, I feel, well, first of all, everyone knew that was a shady question, and there was some bullshit going on between them two. They're like, wait, do y'all have beef or something? Like, is this some kind of issue? I feel like to ask her what did she identify as is disrespectful, because a person who's half black, half white, if you are half Jewish and half Nigerian, I don't know, you don't really pick one or the other. People will look at Amara and consider her black, even though she speaks Spanish, and I believe she identifies herself as Afro-Latina. Or no. I think she's African. I forgot what it was, but she said before, Afro. I think it's Afro-Latina. But I'm like, but what does that matter? Like, why do you need her to identify who she feels she is on the inside? She just told you she's always had issues just fitting in general, but she still, Afro-Latina or whatever. But I'm like, for me, that was a messy question, and I don't like it or whatever. At that point in time, like a kind of a fussiness between the two ensues with all the other girls. Like, wait, what's going on here? Why y'all fussing? What's going on? For the most part, Amara was fine. I'm like, whatever, whatever. And then, well, she might be sick. Amara might be sick, said Prima Donna. And again, a whole back and forth thing. You came here with negative energy, Amara, because you came here being negative. All because I brought you the source of your man's issues. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, it's about a man? It's about a man? She's like, yes, she brought my man's ex-girlfriend to dinner to talk to me or whatever. Well, you said he was suffocating you. So I'm like, girl, really? Now, Hood, but like, if y'all ain't gonna fight, I'm tired of this. And it's like, girl, calm down. Not everybody fights. Some people like to argue. I say, well, that is true. Sometimes let them argue to get it out. But they kind of stop arguing, and I'm like, I'm finna leave. I ain't got time for this. I'm gonna leave. And as she leaving, she says, y'all need to get security over here immediately. And sure enough, here come Prima Donna behind her. So what's up? What's the issue? What's going on? Amara said, look, my issue is you should have told me beforehand that you were bringing that lady to lunch. Point blank, period. And when I said, well, I feel like you had an attitude about it or whatever, and you could have just told me that you was pissed. Well, this wasn't the event for me to tell you that. I was not trying to ruin her event. That's why I was here and I wasn't talking to you. But by not talking to me and by not acknowledging me, you made it more obvious. I was like, and they go to separate ways. Girl, this team, too much. Okay? So we then see Trick and Joy has a conversation, okay? He come into a room and like, you know what I'm saying, let's talk or whatever. How you doing? And you know why did Bobby have to bring up how Trina mama was the reason we got together? I forgot about Briscoe and his baby mama. Briscoe and baby mama went house searching for a house Briscoe can afford because he wants to invite her to move in with him. But who takes a baby mama on a house tour to a house he can't afford to say, will you move in here with me? You ain't gonna live there, bruh. And she then say, well, you was doing so much wrong before, we gotta take our time. And he said, you know what? I'ma be better. I'm gonna do whatever you need me to do. Okay, well, I guess we can see how it go then. I'm like, but didn't you say the same thing last time? Anyway, that's what it was with them. Don't take me on no, let's find a house and houses you can't afford. Because what you can't afford that house, bruh. Made me mad. Okay, anyway, so again, back in Miami, no, back in the Bahamas, Trick and Joy have a conversation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And again, why did Bobby bring up how Trina Mama got us together? Well, because it's true, Trick. That's what happened or whatever. She told me that you was a good guy and I should give you a chance. Now, I'm going to do this with the picture of Joy and Trick when they got married. Okay? So that is true. Troy. That is Trick and Joy when they got married. Look, any of y'all who ain't old enough to remember when Trick came out and how ghetto thuggish he was, Trick was a ghetto thug and he was cute. Gold teeth in his mouth and he was ugly cute. Okay, he's ugly cute, okay? But you can kind of see because she was like, you know what, you used to be like different or whatever. When we was together, you took care of yourself, whatever, you would work out, you know what I'm saying? And now you just don't. Like, I don't know if that's your belly or your balls. I'm like, girl, not your belly or your balls. And they laugh. She rings about, you know what, I just spent so much time, so many years worried about you that I lost myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why I left you and everything. I couldn't sit there and watch you not take care of yourself, okay? And I felt like, I had to do that. Oh, so you left me thinking that, if you leave me, I'll be strong, okay? I would be, old and bitter. She said, no, I thought that you would have leave, try to do something. I thought that you would do something with yourself, whatever. Oh, but Joy, do you think I care about you? She said, well, at one point I didn't, okay? Because at one point you never told me that you loved me or whatever. You were just so hard all the time. And you would buy me stuff, but you wouldn't express to me how you felt, okay? So sometimes I felt like you did not love me, okay? And like you just had so much pride, okay? And it's like, this is the first time they have had this conversation honestly, because you can see as she was talking, he was like, well, damn, I ain't know that's how she felt. And then she felt like, well, damn, I ain't know that's how he felt, because he then say, look, she said, you've never even told me sorry for anything ever in life. You know what? I wrote all my songs. I would have you in my music. I would buy you stuff. But that don't mean nothing. You can't just buy me stuff to buy me stuff. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look, he then said, I wish that you and everybody around me, whatever back then, would have treated me like y'all appreciated me. And sometimes I did not feel appreciated. What? Don't say that. Don't say that because I appreciated you, okay? Don't say that. Not about me. I'm like, emotion? Girl, what is going on here, okay? Joy, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anything and everything I have ever done to you, any pain I've caused you, any suffering, anything I've ever done to hurt your feelings, to make you feel less than. I am so sorry. I apologize. I'm saying everything I did for you when I bought you something, I bought it because I loved you and I wanted you to have whatever it was. And I didn't buy it just to, buy your love. I did it because I really cared for you and I cared about you and I always have. Now think about that. And she was like, oh, is these two getting back together? Girl, I don't know. Let's see what happens later. Girl, Bobby is like, look, can't nobody tell me I'm not a bad bitch. Girl, look, I think Bobby looks amazing. Bobby just also looks different. And I think because I keep every season he looks a little bit different, it's hard for me to not comment on it because I'm like, every season you look different. I hope he don't do nothing else to his face. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, and that's that man like to live. Like I have no judgment or whatever, but I'm like he just look different than who he did before. But if he's transitioning in any way, shape, or form to be more comfortable in whatever skin he's in, kudos to him. But I'm like Bobby look different, but can't nobody tell Bobby that he ain't a bad bitch. Okay. Anyway, this episode ended pretty. It made me cry. So I'm going to put Trina up in case I cry again. So Trina and the family is at the house having another dinner to celebrate her mom, and Trina is she goes into the room and prays to herself. She brings up how her spiritual self is a bit rocky since losing her mom, and she's just going through it and everything. She's in there praying for strength to push forward through the storm, and she brings up how Lord Jesus. Okay. Girl, fix it. Okay. Anyway, she brings up how she's not okay. And she's heartbroken. And she's figuring it out day by day. And, it's just, I'm so sad for her. Because I understand her. Girl. I understand her pain. And, again, it's a pain that only people who have lost a parent know. And it's just sad. Like one of my close friends lost her mom last week. So I'm already in my goddamn feelings. And I'm always crying about my own father who died 5 years ago. So I just cried. I cried the whole time she was talking because I can feel her pain, and I feel like it's because in this instant her mom had just passed away, and so she's not over that hump of the fog of thinking it ain't gonna never get better. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna ever feel like I will never feel normal. And you don't feel normal, but eventually you get to this new normal of living life. So I just can't wait for her to get to her new normal. Because that is when you are able to push forward and every day doesn't hurt. Like every day doesn't hurt, but what I'm saying, every third day might. It's literally a day by day, moment by moment situation, and I just felt for her now because I was just sad. So center yourself. And that was the whole episode. Next week is the season finale. They only got 12 episodes. But you know what? This show does not need more than 14 episodes. I will give a show 14 episodes and then a 2-episode reunion. Okay? None of these shows need more than the most 16 episodes, including reunions. Okay? Mona, figure that shit out. Anyway, I will see y'all next week.